हमें तार दे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। तू स्वर की देवी, ये संगीत तुझसे, हर शब्द तेरा है, हर गीत तुझसे। आ तू स्वर की देवी, ये संगीत तुझसे, हर शब्द तेरा है, हर गीत तुझसे। हम हैं अकेले, हम हैं अधूरे, तेरे शरण हम, हमें प्यार दे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। मुनियों ने समझी, गुनियों ने जानी, वेदों की भाषा, पुराणों की वाणी। आ मुनियों ने समझी, गुनियों ने जानी, वेदों की भाषा, पुराणों की वाणी। हम भी तो समझे, हम भी तो जाने, विद्या का हमको विकार दे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। दे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। पग पग धोकर थाऊ चलना, पावू कैसे गाऊं मैं घर तेरे। शक्ति दे माँ, 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 शक्ति दे माँ। पग पग धोकर थाऊ चलना, पावू कैसे गाऊं मैं घर तेरे। शक्ति दे माँ, 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 शक्ति दे माँ। जग में जिसका नाम है जीवन, एक युद्ध है संग्राम है जीवन। तेरा नाम पुकारा दुख का मारा, माहे हारा इस जीवन से। शक्ति दे माँ, 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 शक्ति दे माँ। पग पग धोकर थाऊं, चल ना पाऊं, कैसे आऊं मैं घर तेरे। शक्ति दे माँ, 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 शक्ति दे माँ। जग की रखवाली करने वाली जगदम्बे मैया, जग की रखवाली करने वाली जगदम्बे मैया, जग की रखवाली करने वाली जगदम्बे मैया, जग की रखवाली करने वाली जगदम्बे मैया। माँ तुम्हारी है निराली जगदम्बे मैया, महिमा तुम्हारी है निराली जगदम्बे मैया, जग की रखवाली करने वाली
गङ्गरेशाय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्ते प्रचोदयात्। श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके गौरी नारायणी नमस्तुते। नारायणी देवी नमस्तुते। जय अम्बे जगदम्बे माँ जय अम्बे जगदम्बे।
जय अम्बे जगदम्बे माँ जय अम्बे जगदम्बे।
नमो नमो दुर्गे सुख करनी नमो नमो अम्बे दुख हरनी। निरंकार है जो तुम्हारे तिहु लोक पहले उजियारा। शशिललाट मुख महा विशाला नेत्र लाल प्रकृति विकराला। रूप मातु को अधिक सुहावे दर्श करत जन अति सुख पावे। जय अम्बे
जगदम्बे माँ जय अम्बे जगदम्बे।
तुम संसार शक्ति लय कीना पालन हेतु अन्न धन दीना। अन्नपूर्णा हुई है जगपाला तुम ही आदि सुंदरी बाला। प्रलय काल सब नाशन हारे तुम गौरी शिव शंकर प्यारे। शिव जोगी तुमरे गुण गावे ब्रह्मा विष्णु तुम्हें नित्य ध्यावे। जय अम्बे
जगदम्बे माँ जय अम्बे जगदम्बे।
रूप सरस्वती का तुम दारा दे सुबुद्धि ऋषि मुनि न उबारा। धरो रूप नरसिंह को अम्बा परगत भय पार कर कंबा। जय अम्बे
जगदम्बे माँ जय अम्बे जगदम्बे।
रक्षा करी प्रहलाद बचायो हिरण्याकशु को स्वर्ग बतायो। लक्ष्मी रूप धरो जग माई श्री नारायण अंग समाई। क्षीर सिंधु में करत विलास दया सिंधु दीजे मन आशा। हिंगलाज में तुम्ही भवानी महिमा अमितन जाए बकानी। जय अम्बे
जगदम्बे माँ जय अम्बे जगदम्बे।
मातंगी धूमावती माता भुवनेश्वरी बगला सुखदाता। श्री भैरव तारा जगतारिणी चिन्ह बाल भव दुख निहारन। के हरि वाहन सो हे भवानी लंगूर बीर चलत अगवानी। कर में कपर कर गविराज जाको देख काल डर बाज। जय
अम्बे
कर शत्रु ही अशूला। नगर कोट में तुम्ही विराजत, तिहु लोक में डंका बाजत। शुंभन शुंभ दानव तुम मारे, रक्त बीज शंकर संहारे। महिषासुर रिपु अति अभिमानी, जेहि अतबार मही अकुलानी।
जय अम्बे जगदम्बे मां, जय अम्बे जगदम्बे।
रूप कराल कालिको दारा, सेन सहित तुम ही संहारा। परिगार संतन पर जब जब, बई सहाय माता तुम तब तब। अमरपुरी अरबा सब लोका, तब महिमा सब रहे अशोका। बाला में है जो ति तुम्हारे, तिहु सदा पूजे नर नारी। जय
अम्बे जगदम्बे मां, जय अम्बे जगदम्बे।
प्रेम भक्ति से जो नर गावे, दुख दरिद्र निकट नहीं आवे। ध्याये तुम्हें जो नर मन लाए, जन्म मरण का चोचुत न्यावे। जोगी सुर मुनि कहत पुकार, जोग न हो बिन शक्ति तुम्हारे। शंकर आचरहि तब कीनो, कामरु क्रोध जीत सब लीन। जय अम्बे
जगदम्बे मां, जय अम्बे जगदम्बे।
निश दिन ध्यान धरो शंकर को, काहू काल नहीं सुमिरो तुमको। शक्ति रूप करो मन गावे, शक्ति गए मन पचतन पावे। शरणागत हुई कीर्ति बखानी, जय 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 जगदम्ब भवानी। भई प्रसन्न आदि जगदम्बा, दई शक्ति नहीं की न विलंबा।
जय अम्बे जगदम्बे मां, जय अम्बे जगदम्बे।
मूक मात कष्ट अति गेरो, तुम बिन कौन हरे दुख मेरो। आशा तृष्णा नित सत आवे, रिपु मूरत मोहि अति दर पावे। शत्रुनाश कीजे महारानी, सुमिरो एक चित तुम्हें भवानी। करो कृपा है माँ तू दयाला, रिद्धि सिद्धि में करहु निहाला। जय अम्बे
जगदम्बे मां, जय अम्बे जगदम्बे।
जब लग जियो दया पल पावे, तुम्हारो यश में सदा सुनावे। दुर्गा चालीसा जो कोई गावे, सब सुख भोग परम पर पावे। देवी रास शरण नित जावे, करहु कृपा जगदम्ब भवानी। जय अम्बे जगदम्बे मां, जय अम्बे जगदम्बे मां, जय अम्बे जगदम्बे मां, जय अम्बे जगदम्बे मां, जय अम्बे जगदम्बे माँ जय अम्बे, जगदम्बे माँ जय अम्बे, जगदम्बे माँ जय अम्बे, जगदम्बे माँ जय अम्बे, जगदम्बे।
बोलियो उमापति महादेव की जय। नमः पार्वती पतये, हर 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 महादेव। श्री गणेशाय नमः, श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः, श्री गुरुदेवेभ्यो नमः। वक्रतुंड महाकाय, सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा, निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव, सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सर्वमंगलमांगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके, शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी, नारायणी नमोस्तुते। तस्मै नमः परम कारण कारणाय, दीप्तो ज्वलज्वलित पिंगललोचनाय, नागेन्द्रहार कृतकुंडल भूषणाय, ब्रह्मेन्द्र विष्णुवरदाय नमः शिवाय। ॐ वंशी विभूषितकराननवनीरदाभात्, पीताम्बरादरुणबिम्बफलधरोष्ठात्, पूर्णेन्दुसुन्दरमुखारविन्द्रनेत्रान्, कृष्णात् पदं किमपि तत्त्वमहं न जाने। श्रीराम राम रघुनंदन राम राम, श्रीराम राम भरताग्रज राम राम, श्रीराम राम रनकर्कश राम राम, श्रीराम राम शरणं भव राम राम। अतुलित बलधामं हेमशैलाबदेहं, धनुजवन कृशानुं ज्ञानिनां मृगगण्यं, सकलगुणनिधानं वानराणामधीशं, रघुपति प्रिय भक्तं वात जातं नमामि। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वरा, गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। बोले गणपति भगवान की, पवन सुत हनुमान की, सिया भज रामचंद्र की, राधा कृष्ण भगवान की, श्री गुरु महाराज की, श्री जगदम्बिका माता की जय। ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय, नमः
शिवाय, नमः शिवाय। हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय।
रामेश्वरा शिव रामेश्वरा, हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय।
रामेश्वरा शिव रामेश्वरा, हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय।
ओ रामेश्वरा शिव रामेश्वरा, हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय। रामेश्वरा
शिव रामेश्वरा, हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय।
ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम
नमः शिवाय। हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय।
ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः। Everyone please stand.
नमः शिवाय। हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय।
नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय।
नमः शिवाय, नमः शिवाय। हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय।
ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय।
नमः शिवाय, नमः शिवाय। हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय।
ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय। ओम
नमः शिवाय, नमः शिवाय। हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय।
ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय।
नमः शिवाय, नमः शिवाय। हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय।
ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय।
नमः शिवाय, नमः शिवाय।
हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय।
नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय।
ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय।
नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय।
नागेन्द्रहाराय त्रिलोचनाय भस्माङ्गरागाय महेश्वराय नित्याय शुद्धाय दिगंबराय तस्मै नकाराय नमः शिवाय। तस्मै नकाराय नमः नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय।
नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय।
ओम नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय।
नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय।
ओम नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय।
नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय।
ओम नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय।
नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय।
नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय।
नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय।
ओम नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय।
नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय।
ओम नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय।
नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय।
ओम नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय।
नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय।
ओम नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय।
नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय।
ओम नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय।
नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय।
जटाटवी गलज्ज्वल प्रवाह पावितस्थले जटाटवी गलज्ज्वल प्रवाह पावितस्थले गले बलं विलम्बितं भुजंग तुंगमालिका। जटाटवी गलज्ज्वल प्रवाह पावितस्थले गले बलं फलम्बितं भुजंग तुंगमालिका। दमर्वयं चकार तांडवं तनोतु न शिवा शिवं तनोतु न शिवा शिवं तनोतु न शिवा शिवं। ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय।
ओम नमः शिवाय
सुंदरेश्वर सुंदरेश्वरा शिव सुंदरेश्वरा हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय सुंदरेश्वरा शिव सुंदरेश्वराय हर हर भोले
नमः शिवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय ओम
नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
ओ हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय कर्पूर गौरम करुणावतारम संसार सारम भुजगेन्द्रहारम सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि नमः पार्वती पतये कालहर दुःखहर दारिद्र हर 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 महादेव शंभो महादेव भगवान की मीनाक्षी महादेव की मीनाक्षी महारानी की सुंदरेश्वर भगवान की जय प्लीज बी सीटेड एवरीवन Every Friday we do some chantings at the temple, which is tradition here. We have to continue that today. Namo divye mahadivye shivaye satatam namah नमः प्रकृति भद्राय नियता प्रणता स्मतां रौद्राय नमो नित्याय गौर्यधात्रे नमो नमः ज्योत्स्नाय चिन्दूरूपिण्ये सुखाय सततं नमः कल्याण्ये प्रणतां वृद्धे सिद्धे कुर्मो नमो नमः नैवृत्ये भूभृतां लक्ष्म्ये शर्वाण्ये ते नमो नमः दुर्गाये दुर्गपाराये साराये सर्वकारिण्ये त्याथै तथैव कृष्णाय धूम्राये सततं नमः अतिसौम्यातिरौद्राय नतास्तस्यै नमो नमः नमो जगत्प्रतिष्ठाय दिव्ये कृत्ये नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु या देवी सर्वभूतेषु चेतन विष्णु मायेति षद्भिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः नमस्तस्यै
नमो नमः
या देवी सर्वभूतेषु विष्णु मायेति षद्भिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः
नमस्तस्यै नमो
संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै नमस्तस्यै
नमस्तस्यै नमो नमः नमस्तस्यै नमो नमः
ओ या देवी सर्वभूतेषु निद्रारूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै नमस्तस्यै
नमस्तस्यै नमो नमः नमस्तस्यै नमो नमः
ओ या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शुद्धारूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै नमस्तस्यै
नमस्तस्यै नमो नमः नमस्तस्यै नमो नमः
ओ या देवी सर्वभूतेषु छायारूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः
नमस्तस्यै नमो नमः
ओ या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शक्तिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः
नमस्तस्यै नमो नमः
या देवी सर्वभूतेषु कृष्णरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः
नमस्तस्यै नमो नमः
ओ या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शान्तिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः
नमस्तस्यै नमो नमः
ओ या देवी सर्वभूतेषु जातिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै नमस्तस्यै
नमस्तस्यै नमो नमः नमस्तस्यै नमो नमः
या देवी सर्वभूतेषु लज्जारूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः नमस्तस्यै
नमो नमः
ओ या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शान्तिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै नमस्तस्यै
नमस्तस्यै नमो नमः नमस्तस्यै नमो
ओ
नमः
या देवी सर्वभूतेषु श्रद्धारूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः
नमस्तस्यै नमो नमः
ओ या देवी सर्वभूतेषु कान्तिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः
नमस्तस्यै नमो नमः
या देवी सर्वभूतेषु लक्ष्मीरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै नमस्तस्यै
नमस्तस्यै नमो नमः नमस्तस्यै नमो नमः
ओ या देवी सर्वभूतेषु वृद्धिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः
नमस्तस्यै नमो
ओ
नमः
या देवी सर्वभूतेषु स्मृतिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः
नमस्तस्यै नमो नमः
ओ या देवी सर्वभूतेषु दयारूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः
नमस्तस्यै नमो नमः
ओ या देवी सर्वभूतेषु तुष्टिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै नमस्तस्यै
नमस्तस्यै नमो नमः नमस्तस्यै नमो नमः
ओ या देवी सर्वभूतेषु मातृरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः नमस्तस्यै नमो
नमः
ओ या देवी सर्वभूतेषु भ्रान्तिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै नमस्तस्यै नमस्तस्यै
नमो नमः
ओ नमस्तस्यै
नमो नमः
या देवी सर्वभूतेषु मातृरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः
नमस्तस्यै नमो नमः
इन्द्रियाणां सर्वाधिष्ठात्री भूतानां चाकुलेषु या भूतेषु सततं तस्यै व्याप्ति दिव्ये नमो नमः चित्तिरूपेण या कृत्स्नम् एतदप्यास्थिता जगत् नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः नमस्तस्यै नमो नमः नमस्तस्यै नमो नमः नमस्तस्यै नमो नमः नमस्तस्यै नमो स्तुदासुरैः पूर्वमभीष्टसंश्रयां तथा सुरेन्द्रेण दिनेषु सेवितान् करोति सा न शुभहेतुरीश्वरी शुभानि भद्रान् विहन्तु चापदा या साम्प्रतां चेदततैत्यदापितो रस्माभिरीशा च सुरैर्नमस्यते या चास्मृता तक्षणमेव हन्ति न सर्वापदो भक्ति विनम्रमूर्तिभिः इति तांत्रोक्त देवी सूक्तम। बोले जगदम्बिका माता की जय। पार्वती माता की जय। जयंती मंगला काली भद्रकाली कपालिनी दुर्गा क्षमा शिवा धात्री स्वाहा स्वधा नमोस्तुते। जय त्वं देवी चामुण्डे जय भूतारतिहारिणी जय सर्वगते देवी कालरात्रि नमोस्तुते कालरात्रि नमोस्तुते कालरात्रि नमोस्तुते। रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि मा रूपं देहि
जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि मा रूपं देहि
जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
मधुकैतविद्रावी विधात्रे वरदे नमः रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि
द्विषो जहि
ॐ महिषासुरनिर्नाशी भक्तानां सुखदे नमः रूपं देहि जयं देहि
यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
रक्तबीज वदे देवी छन्दमुन्द विनाशिनी
रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
शुम्भस्यैव निशुम्भस्य धूम्राक्षश्च मर्दिनी रूपं देहि जयं देहि
यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
ओ वन्दिताङ्गयुगे देवी सर्वसौभाग्यदायिनी रूपं देहि जयं देहि
यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
अचिन्त्यरूपचरिते सर्वशत्रुविनाशिनी
रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
नतेभ्यः सर्वदा भक्त्या चण्डिके दुरितापहे रूपं देहि जयं देहि
यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
ओ स्तुवद्भ्यो भक्तिपूर्वां त्वां चण्डिके व्याधिनाशिनी रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि
द्विषो जहि
चण्डिके सततं ये त्वाम् अर्चयन्तीह भक्तिता रूपं देहि जयं देहि
यशो देहि द्विषो जहि
ओ देहि सौभाग्यमारोग्यं देहि मे परमं सुखं रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो विदेहि द्विशतं नाशं विदेहि फलमोचके रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि
द्विषो जहि
विदेहि देवि कल्याणं विदेहि परमं श्रियं रूपं देहि जयं देहि
यशो देहि दिशो जय
ओ सुरासुरशिरोरत्न निग्रश्चलनदयम्बिके रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि दिशो ओ विद्यावन्तं यशस्वन्तं लक्ष्मीवन्तं जनं कुरु रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहे प्रचण्ड दैत्यदर्पग्ने चण्डिके प्रणताय मे रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि ओ चतुर्भुजे चतुर्वक्त्र संस्तुते परमेश्वरी रूपं देहि जयं देहि
यशो देहि दिशो जय
कृष्णेन संस्तुते देवी शश्वद्भक्त्या सदाम्बिके रूपं देहि जयं देहि
यशो देहि दिशो जय
ओ हिमाचल स्तुता नाता संस्तुते परमेश्वरी रूपं देहि जयं
देहि यशो देहि दिशो जय
ओ इंद्राणी पति सद्भाव पूजते परमेश्वरी रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि ओ देवी प्रचंड दौरदंत्य दैत्यदर्प विनाशिनी रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहे देवी भक्तजनोदामत दत्तानन्दोदयम्बिके रूपं देहि जयं देहि
यशो देहि दिशो जय
पत्नी मनोरमां देहि मनोवृत्तानुसारिणीं तारिणीं दुर्गसंसार सागरस्य कुलोद्भवम् इदं स्तोत्रं पठित्वा तु महास्तोत्रं पदे नरा सा तु सप्तशती संख्या वरमाप्नोति सम्पदं रूपं देहि जयं देहि यो देहि द्विषो जहे मा रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहे रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहे मा रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो ओ मा यशो देहि द्विषो जहे यशो देहि द्विषो जहे यशो देहि द्विषो जयेति दिव्यर्गला स्तोत्रं संपूर्णम् बोले जगदम्बिका माता की जय नमः पार्वती पतये हर 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 महादेव शंभो देवी सौभाग्यमारोग्यम देहि में परमं सुखम The Divya Argala Stotram, which we just chanted, is a combination of many prayers. In our dharma, there's a prayer for everything. There's a prayer for happiness. This is not a begging, but these are sincere prayers that we can chant to the divine. Devi Saubhagyamarogyam Dehi Me Paramam Sukham. Bless us, O Mother, with arogyam, with good health and long life. But not only that, bless us as well with healthy life, happy life. This is the prayer we just chanted. Many, many prayers are in this Argala Stotram. And we ask the Divine Mother to bless all those who want to learn as well. Vidyavantam yashaswantam lakshmivantam janam kuru. Vidyavantam yashaswantam lakshmivantam janam kuru. Bless us with vidya. Bless our children with yash, with fame. Lakshmi, bless them with wealth. This is the prayer we chant for them. A prayer, when we pray, it's not only for the self. You know, what is the goal of our life? One Swamiji was in a particular city and he was going to give a lecture. And he wanted to know where the university was to give the lecture. So
he asked a boy who was walking by. He says, I want to go to this university to give a lecture. He said, which university? The boy says, okay, I can take you there. Incidentally, I go to that university. The Swamiji says, what? Brilliant. You go to the university? I said, yes. He said, why do you go to school? He said, I go to school for knowledge. Swamiji says, okay. What do you want knowledge for? He says, I want to have, a great job. Swamiji says, so let me ask you something. If I bless you now with all the knowledge you need, with all the certificates and the degrees you need, are you going to be okay with that? He says, yes. Bless them with all. He said, okay, I'm going to bless you with that now. He says, no, but Swamiji, then great, when I get the knowledge, I will get a nice job. He says, okay, I bless you with a nice job. He says, wow, now I can make lots of money. Swamiji says, well, you didn't tell me that you want to get a job to make money. He says, okay, how much money you want? Will 15 million pounds be enough? He said, yes. Swamiji said, I bless you with 15 million pounds. He says, great, now I can buy my expensive car and a boat and a big home, and I can... And Swamiji said, wait, that was not in the plan. You told me you want the money, but you didn't tell me you want the home and the boat and the lion and the tiger and all. Okay, he says, suppose I bless you all that right now. Bless you. He says, great, now I can have fun with all my friends. And Swamiji said, wait a minute. You asked me to give you that. You didn't tell me about the fun that you want to. He says, yes, I want to show off everybody. He says, why you want to show off? Why you want to have fun? He says, I want to be happy. Swamiji said, okay, I'll bless you with happiness. He says, when he says, I'll bless you with happiness, the boy became quiet. He became very quiet. Why did he become quiet? Because there was no other thing he could have asked for. When you're happy, you're in a state which you desire nothing else in life. You desire nothing else in life. Started a new job about a month ago, and I met an old friend of mine at the first bank I used to work with. We had lunch couple of weeks ago. So she asked me, she said, Hardat, she knows me for about 20 years. She said, what else do you want in life? I said, I do not want a promotion, nor do I want a demotion. I don't want a promotion nor a demotion. So why? Because if you get a promotion, my life will be taken away from what I do here. That's the end of this. And I don't want a demotion either, because the work pays the bill. When you're happy, it's like you're a standard stage in your life. Everything will happen, but nothing matters. This is the state of a devotee. We are here this evening to ask the divine Bhagwan Shivji and Ma Parvati for the blessings on all of you in this auspicious month of Shravan. Shravan is a month of sadhana. Shravan comes from the word Shravan, which means to listen. And this is a month where we try to speak less, except me, and where we should just listen more, because I need to speak. Shravan says Shravan. Then the month of Shravan begins. This is the month of sadhana. This is the month of tapasya. Incidentally, this is a very hot summer month as well, so people are out having fun. And so that's fine. Vacation also you have to take. Today, we are witnessing this beautiful Shringar of the Lord in the form of Mata Meenakshi Devi. Today is Friday. All the days are the Devi's day, but today our Shringar is Meenakshi Devi. Meenakshi, the word Meena means the fish. Remember last night we thought Rudraksha, Rudra Aksh, the teardrops of Lord Rudra. today the Lord is Meenakshi, not Rudraksh. Meena means the fish, Aksh means the eyes. Meenakshi Devi is one whose eyes resemble the fish. Whose eyes resemble the fish. She's green in not complexion, but in her appearance, she is green. Who is Meenakshi Devi? She was born from a wonderful king and a queen in South India. The story goes that they desired to have a son. Their original desire was to have a son. So they did the Yagya Putrishti Yagya to Agni Bhagwan, and they prayed to Shivji Bhagwan to bless them with a son. But remember Parvati Mata, she takes many forms, not to come and dance and enjoy and have fun on this earth. She takes forms to come so that she can pray to Shiv Bhagwan. That is Parvati Mata's goal in life. Not to be a queen, not to have hierarchy and all that. She wants to come on this earth to pray to Shivaji, tapasya. Many famous places are there in India where Parvati Mata did penance. I've always told you about Ekambareshwar, where she made the mudlingam, and in the mudlingam she sat under a mango tree and she performed sadhana to Bhagwan Shiva. Bhagwan Mahadev appeared and married her under that mango tree. That temple is still there today. And that temple is a very ancient temple called Ekambareshwar temple. That mango tree bears 4 different tastes of mango. Usually when you pick mango from a tree, all of them taste the same unless some of them force ripen thing. But this mango bears 4 different tastes of mangoes. What do that represent? Dharma, Artha, Kama, and Moksha. This is no Mickey Mouse story. This is there in our history. It is there today. People who have gone and seen it, I've gone there as well, in Kanchi, Kanchipuram. Kanchi Kamakshi, Madur Milakshi. That is where in Kanchipuri she did the penance and Shiv Bhagwan appeared and married her under that mango tree. Today couples go from all parts of the world to do circumambulation, parikrama, around that beautiful temple. Beautiful. I've told you many stories about that temple and in South India. So she came there as Ekambareshwar. He came as Ekambareshwar to marry the Lord. She always comes, Ma Parvati. She always comes to take a form to pray. Now here the king and the queen, they also performed penance and they wanted a son. But it was time for Mata Parvati's birth to come on this earth. It was time for her to make her appearance. And what happened? In the home of this wonderful king and this queen in Madurai, where that beautiful temple is, the king Malaya Dhwaja and his queen Kanchamala, they did penance to Agni Dev and prayed to Shiva. And instead of getting a son from that yagya, a girl walked out of the fire. A girl walked out of the fire. The Lord didn't appear like this. And the girl, she was 3 years old and she had 3 breasts. So if you go into Meenakshi Devi temple in Kanchi, in Madurai, that is how she appears as well. If you have a view of the Vigraha close enough, you'll know. So what happens? And the blessing given to her was that when she meets her Lord, then the 3rd breast will disappear. The 3rd breast will disappear. Then is when she will know that she meets her Lord. But remember, this is Parvati. She comes birth after birth to do penance to Mahadev. The father says, I prayed for a son, but I got a daughter. I will treat her the same. Our daughters are no less than our son. Right? That time you had to have a son in order to pass down the kingdom to them. But what he did, he passed down the kingdom to his daughter. And when he passed down the kingdom to his daughter, what happened? One day, well, he died obviously, and there was a battle, and Devi was fighting with her armies, right, for the gods. And the devil was fighting, of course, against them. And they were getting weak. The Devi and her army, they were getting weak. And then all of them, they call upon Mahadev Bhagwan. And when the Lord appeared in the battlefield to fight the battle, her third breast disappeared. And then is when she knew that this is the man she was born to marry. This is the man she was born to marry. This is Mahadev. And then she dropped her arrow and her sword and everything and bows to Mahadev. Mahadev says, wait, we cannot get married on the battlefield. We cannot get married on the battlefield. That go back to Madurai, and 8 days after, I will come and I will marry you in Madurai. Why did Lord Shiva do that? A couple of reasons. One, they were in a battlefield, so it was not appropriate to marry there. Two, Lord Shiva saw her and she was extremely beautiful. Right? Extremely beautiful. Meenakshi Devi is an extremely beautiful appearance of the Divine Mother. When Lord Shiva saw how beautiful she was, please remember, this is Parvati. So Parvati Devi is the mother of beauty. When he saw the beauty of Meenakshi and that this girl now wants to marry him, he says, I cannot marry you like this. I have to go consult the one who knows about beauty and richness and so. Bhagwan Shivji came 8 days after as he promised, and in this beautiful city of Madurai, in a beautiful place called Madurai, he married Meenakshi Devi. He was dressed like a king, jewel all over. And from that day, when he was married to Meenakshi Devi, the gods give him a name that from Maheshwar, the one who dresses simple, he'll be called Sundareshwar, the one who's extremely handsome. Sundareshwar. That is why in Meenakshi temple today, if you go, those of you who have gone, I think some people here have gone to Meenakshi temple. I think Kamal, you went. You went there. Yeah. I know Benji went. So you went to Meenakshi temple. In Meenakshi temple, Lord Shiva is called Sundareshwar. They have 2 separate places for them. They have one place where you go and you see her alone. She stands there with a parrot. The parrot is Kama, desire. And right beside her, the Lord Mahadev is dressed as Sundareshwar, the most handsome form of the Lord. Even to today, every evening, every single evening, when after the pujas are done and so on, they have the wedding ceremony of Shiva and Parvati. Apne dekha Pandit ji, wedding ceremony of Shiva and Parvati. Because it is said in Madurai that Shivji and Parvati do not sleep there in the night. That's why they are not accessible there. They go back to Kailash in the night, and in the daytime, the morning they open and they have the welcoming ceremony. Every single evening, they have the wedding ceremony, singing and music. It is just beautiful. It's a tourist attraction there, very big, but more so devotees who know about this, they feast over it. Meenakshi Devi temple is, if you go there, they have a very big elephant as well that is there blessing you. At least when I went a couple of times, it is there and is blessing you and so on. Very big, very old elephant, and is there blessing you. And Meenakshi temple is the only temple in India the only temple in India that has 4 gopuram. 4 gopuram. It means 4 entrances. Architecturally, beautiful. You all can look everything up now. You can look on Google and YouTube and things. And it is the temple where the food that is given, because it is said, Meenakshi Devi, when she got married, she cooked there that evening for Shivji. Now, who's Parvati? Anybody know who's Parvati? It's a trick question. She's Annapurna, very good. What else is Parvati? She's South Indian. You know that? She's South Indian. Which means on that day, she cooked for Mahadev Bhagwan saffron rice. She cooked for the Lord saffron rice. And in that temple, there is a tradition. The prasad, when you come out, like I give mango and banana and so hey, and sometimes they mash up and things like that. When you come out there, if you give the right dakshina, you will get the right prasadam. So the priest at the back, when we went, one time we went to Pandit Gauri Shankar. Remember that time? So there's a Pandit who was here before. I think you all know him. He took us there. So he, because he is his guru, he has a lot of contacts. All his god brothers are working in all this place. So he pick up the phone and you go right up and see Meenakshi Devi. So you have access to the food that they cook for the Devi. It is a tradition there that they cook saffron rice every day, and they give people who, if you give the right dakshina, you get the right darshana. So they give people the prasad every day. And you know what it comes in? A newspaper. Remember how it tastes? They wrap it up nice in newspaper. Nice, and they tie it up too like a newspaper. But I tell you, the taste of that food, I posted up the picture on Facebook a couple of times. It will appear in my memory on Facebook, not here, Facebook memory. Where I sat at the, they have a pond there. I sat on this, and I'm eating the rice in a newspaper. Tasty food. Oh, because that food goes in front of the Lord, in front of the Devi when they cook. And that is the place where Meenakshi Devi cooked for Shivji Bhagwan. These are places of pilgrimage. They are not tourist attractions. They are places where we go to remember, to connect with our divine. That's a beautiful Meenakshi Devi. And today our bhaktas, you know, Meenakshi is known for her sari, for the way her sari is pleated. And I think our devotees have done a great job today to show you that Meenakshi Devi has come from Bhagwan Shiva to pray to Bhagwan Shiva. She looks so pretty, and even the picture that we have in the background there of Meenakshi Devi, that was not printed like that. Our glitter auntie, she, as we're calling her, she little by little she took and decorated Meenakshi Devi. So beautiful. If you look in front as well, all these things that you see there, they are not just for decoration, they mean something. Exactly how it is situated there, that is how it is in the temple, with the Ghanta, with the Shankha, and that is how she's performing puja. So we're very happy to bring you this depiction of Meenakshi Devi today to our temple for the first time, because from Bhagwan Mahadev has come everything and everyone. So this beautiful Shringar we bring to you today, and another form of the divine, my friends. Please do not remember that Parvati Devi is the one who has this thirst. Remember? Jo tu mitana chahe jeevan ki trishna. Who have a desire to quench your thirst in life. Subahu sham bol bande Krishna Krishna Krishna. Morning and night, chant the name of the Lord. When Mata Sati, this is how we pick up from our katha, when Mata Sati had discarded her body parts fell all over of India. when she discarded, as she was dying, when we are dying, what will be our boon? Sati marat hari sab banu bhaga, janama janama siva pad anuraga. As she was dying, she clasped her hands and she begged, Mahadev, I beg you as I'm dying, as I'm leaving this body, Sati maran hari man baruba maga, grant me this boon, O Mahadev, that birth after birth, janama janama shiva pad anuraga, that birth after birth, my Lord, I will come and I will worship you as a devotee. There's another beautiful temple in South India. This one is not so big, and so on, where the Divine Mother, Mata Parvati, had taken birth. But she was a little child, and Mahadev appeared in front of her. And when the Lord appeared in front of her, she told Mahadev, it is not time for me to marry you as yet. I'm still little. Mahadev says, well, destiny has brought us together. She was a little child. This is a very simple, humble temple. She says, no, it is not time. I'm still young. Mahadev says, no, we have to get married now. You have to come back again. And what happened? Her parents now took her and says, the first thing you have to do for Mahadev to make sure you're qualified to marry to him is you have to cook for him. That's Parvati Devi. And Shiv Bhagavan, if you know, he likes rice, all kinds of rice. Saffron rice, white rice. You know, when Panditji was here, Gauri Shankar used to cook rice for him every day. He is a lord of rice. He likes rice. Because his wife is the queen of Annapurna, right? So the little girl, the Kanya, Parvati Devi, she went and she cooked the rice. And the rice did not have salt. She forgot to put salt in the rice. And so when she fed the Lord ate it. And you know, it is very impolite to eat people's food at their home and to tell them the food that tastes good. Even if the food cold, you have to say, they ask you, food all right? Very nice. One time I went somewhere and I don't know if the food cooked early morning or so, you know what happened? I eat the food and something, how the food, Panditji? Very nice. Anand, everything okay. When the Lord ate the food, what happened? The food didn't have salt. He says, very tasty. And they got married and they went away. Today, up to today in this temple, when you go there, they cook the food without salt and they give to people. They cook it without salt and they give to people. To honor that ancient Devi who cooked for the Lord without salt. So don't feel too bad, you know. When you're cooking for the Lord, cook with love. Navaratna Kandarchite. Cook with the 9 gems and feed the Lord. Navaratna, I hope you remember that. So, Sati Devi says, bless me, my Lord, so that I can have the boon to serve you. Birth after birth after birth. Main janam janam ki karu tapasya. My Lord, Bholenath Tihari Mohe ang laga do. Take my hands, my Lord, apna bana do and make me yours. Ardhangi Tripurari. Hoy Ardhangi, I am incomplete without you and you're incomplete without me, my Lord. May janam janam ki karup tapasya. Help me birth after birth to do tapasya to you. May janam janam ki karu tapasya. May janam janam ki karu tapasya. Bholenath Tihari mohe hang lagavo apna bana lo. Ardhangi Tripurari. Main janam janam ki karu tapasya. Bholenath Tihari mohe hang lagavo apna bana lo.
जन्म जन्म की करूं तपस्या। ओंकारेश्वर हो परमेश्वर, ओंकारेश्वर। हे ओंकारेश्वर पूर्ण करो मेरी जीवन की अभिलाषा। हे मल्लिकार्जुन भी लो मेरे मान प्यारे की भाषा। विश्वेश्वर तेरे दर्शन को तरसे, हो विश्वेश्वर तेरे दर्श को तरसे। नैना दर्श भिखारी मोहे अंग लगा लो, अपना बना लो अर्धा की त्रिपुरारी। मैं जन्म जन्म की करूं तपस्या। हे सोमनाथ, हे सोमनाथ, हे सोमनाथ शंभो। हे सोमनाथ सुंदर शीतल सुशील शीश तुम्हारे सो है। केदारनाथ करुणा करके स्वीकार करूं प्रभु मोहे। भीमेश्वर अखिलेश्वर अविनाशी, हो भीमेश्वर अखिलेश्वर अविनाशी। हे बागंबर कारी मोहे अंग लगा दो, अपना बना दो हरधागी त्रिपुरारी। मैं जन्म जन्म की करूं तपस्या। भोलेनाथ तिहारी मोहे अंग लगा दो, अपना बना दो अर्धांगी त्रिपुरारी। मैं जन्म जन्म की करूं तपस्या, जन्म जन्म की करूं तपस्या, जन्म जन्म की करूं तपस्या। Bholenath, this is our wish here this evening. मोहे अंग लगा दो, अपना बना दो. Take our hands, O Lord, and let us become yours. Let us become yours. This is the time of sadhana, my friends. Parvati, Sati Devi begged. She begged Mahadev, please let me be born again, Mahadev. Let me be born again. This is according to our scriptures. Your last desires. Antakale chamameva Gita. Smaran muktva kalevaram. Yah prayati samadbhavam. Yati nastyatra sanchayaha. Whatever you think of at the last moment of your life, you'll become. Bhagwan Bholenath bless her. Then jab te uma sail griha jaye, sakal siddhi sampatti te hi jaye, jaha taha muni sa ashram कीन्हे, अचित वास हिम मुद्दर दीन्हे, सरिता सब पुनीत जल बही, खग मृग मधुप सुखी सब सही, सहज बदरु सब जीवन त्यागा, गिरि पर सकल करहि अनुरागा। सोह शैल गिरिजागृह आये, जिमि जनु राम भगति के जाये। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय 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 राम। A beautiful princess, a girl was born in the home of Himachal and Meenakshi Devi. And when the child is born, I think I've spoken enough about this, what we do, what we don't do and all of that. We perform the sanskars and things, but Narada knocked at the doors of Himachal. A princess has come. Himachal welcomed him. Narada the saint went to the home. This is Sati Devi who was come now as Parvati. She was born. And there was lots of festivities. The mountain king welcomed Narada. He and his wife, Nasi Sahit Munipad Sirunava, Charat Salit Sabu Bhavanu Sichava. They both bowed to Narada. They sprinkle water on him, wash his feet, they give him things to eat and drink. And then after, they ask him, Narada, kya karan hai? For what reason have you visited? Trikalagya sarvagya tumha gati sarvatra तुम्हारी, कहु सुता को दोष गुण मुनिवर हृदय विचारी. They said, Prabhu Narad, you know everything, including the past, the present, and the future. Narad-ji, tell us what is in store for our daughter. Kah muni bihasi gudi mriduvani, with very beautiful words. Suta tumhari sakal guni khani. That your daughter is a mine of all virtues. There's gold mine, there's bauxite mining, and there's virtuous mining as well. No? Those who have the gold mine, they will of course be wealthy in life. Those who have all the kind of mining will mine wealth in life. Those who have virtuous mind, something, their body that will create virtues in life, they will live on this earth as a heavenly planet. Your daughter is a mine of all virtues. She's beautiful and intelligent by nature, and her name will be Uma or Ambika, which means mother. Uma Ambika, Ramayana says, Nam Uma Ambika Bhavani. Her name will be Uma, Ambika and Bhavani. That is her sitting with Shivji there. That is her sitting with Shivji there, right? And so what happens? Parvati Mata, Uma Bhavani, she will be intelligent by nature and beautiful. Sabalakshan Sampad Kumari, she will be bestowed with all marks of character and fortune. She will win the unfailing love of her husband. Her happiness will be firm as a rock, and she will bring glory to her parents. This is important. Ehite jasu paihahi pitu mata. She'll bring glory to her parents. All you children here today, all of you, you know why you came into this world? Varun, you know why you came into this world? You know? You know why you came into this world? You don't? All of you children here who are here today, you came into this world, including me, to bring glory and greatness to the name of your parents. That's it. Nothing else. Right? So everything you do, you think about them, which automatically will mean you'll do well in life.
Ehite jasu pehihi pitumata. She'll bring glory to her parents. She shall command the respect of all the world, and he who served her shall lack nothing. Whoever serves Bhavani, they will lack nothing in their life. You know, Monday coming, I told you, I'm really pushing this. Monday is already very auspicious. When it falls into Shravan, it becomes Shravan Monday, Shram Sowal, double auspicious. And when a Pradosh falls on that Monday, it becomes triple auspicious. Monday coming is that day. Som Pradosh in the month of Shravan. This here is blessing coming to you, and just say, take it. This is happening on Monday coming. I'm inviting everybody to come on in this temple and to do something. We'll be doing the Shankha Puja as we did the last Pradosh. And you know, it's going to be very blessed Monday. Come on out. It's a beautiful day to worship Shiva and Parvati Mata. We never worship Shiva alone. We can't worship Bhavani Ma alone. Both of them. This Monday is that day. So come on out and do sadhana to these wonderful deities. Because what does it say in the Ramayana here? This is the book we go to, right? Who serve all? Ho hi puja. Ho hi puja. And that day we're bathing Shiva and Parvati. So ho hi puja. Whoever do puja on them, sakala jagamahi. She'll command the respect of all, and whoever, of course, do puja to him, ehi sevat kachu durlabh nahi. यही हमारा भाषा है भाई. किस और जगत में पूजा होगी और उसकी सेवा करने की कुछ भी दुर्लभ ना होगा. दुर्लभ means difficult to attain. दुर्लभ ना होगा. When you worship Ma Bhavani, nothing will be difficult to attain in your life. We can't want more than this. We are looking for all forms and all ways of success and secrets of life, when the secret lies at the feet of Shiva and Parvati. Of Shiva and Parvati. The Vedas have told us. The Vedas have told us that Rudroha Mulato. Rudra Abhishekam, Shiva Puja is the root of everything. You control water on the leaves. You control water on the fruits. You control water on the stem. You control water on the flower. It will not benefit the plant. But when you throw water in the root of the plant, the entire plant benefits. When you throw the water on Shivji in Rudra Abhishekam, which we do here in this temple, then the entire community becomes blessed. Blessing is not a thing only for old people. Young people will want to know, what is blessing? We go for a blessing. Where is it? How can I get it? I can't see it. But the fact that you're breathing is a blessing. Rudra Abhishekam is the root of blessing. And it's okay to do puja in your home, do your puja, lingam puja and all that. But here is where the energy is. We are doing the full Rudra Abhishekam with the chamakam and the namakam on Monday. Because we have the people to do it. And then that's not all. The following Monday, by the time that Big Bhai will finish his summer school. And the reason I got to do this because he can do the job. We're going to do the Ekadash Rudra Abhishekam. Ekadash Rudra. Ekadash kitne? 11 Rudra. So what we're going to do here on Monday, we have to do it 11 times on the following Monday. You cannot make excuses because that is August Monday. I don't think anybody goes to school August Monday. Unless you have other plans, like vacation thing. No problem. August Monday, we'll start about 2 o'clock. Because one family will take about half an hour, with them chant, wash hand and thing. And one family sits there, we'll read the full Rudram for them for a half hour. They'll get to sit in front of the Shiva. 11 kalash will be placed there with a lot of other different things. And then after that, the family will come up and they'll bathe Shivji Bhagwan, dry him, Chandan, Abhishekam, the whole works. And then after that, they bow and they go sit down. While they're doing that, the next family, Rudram is being chanted for that family. That afternoon, the Lord will take bath completely for how many times? How many times? 11 times. Complete. This is a very auspicious, it's called Ekadash Rudram. We had to, people were asking last night what time we're going to start and all, so we had to figure it out. That will flow into our evening service. Because if you do that morning, people are doing, and they'll come back. So we'll start at 2 o'clock, so it flows into the evening. When we finish all that, the decor team takes over. They put on their decor. Ami will sit on the side there. Let's chant Shiv Chalisa, whatever it is. When decor comes out, Aarti, finish. It's going to be beautiful. Now, how you can get engaged in this, we'll put it up for the Monday online. You can just go on the Monday. Same thing, same price too. You can go on the website where it says Shravan, click there on the Monday itself, August Monday, and you can schedule it. Make a donation to the temple for $201, and then 11 families we need. The faster you do it, and that's it. So what will happen? That is a perfect opportunity. These things you cannot pay for. You can never pay. The minute you open the door outside and a little air come in, that $200 bond, they're done. You can never pay for them. But these are opportunities we're giving our community to come and help yourself elevated. As they say in the movie, help me help you. This is what we're doing here. Those who worship Ma Bhavani shall lack nothing in this life. And by the mere thought of her, ehi kar naam sumiri sansara. Itni bahut sundar chaupai hai. Ehi kar naam sumiri sansara. Shriya charihahi pativrat asidhara. Whoever, by just thinking of her in this world, they will get their desires fulfilled if their intent is pure. And the women, what will happen to them as well? By the mere thought of her name, women in this world shall thread the path of wifely fidelity, though it be narrow in this life. Oh, the parents were very happy. Our daughter is powerful, as Narada says, but there's a few drawbacks. Oh, Meenakshi Devi puts her sari on her head now. Everybody quiet. What are the drawbacks that she's going to have? Agun aman matu pitu hina udasin sab sanshayashina suni muni gana sati jiya jani dukh dampati uma harshani naradu yah bhed na jana dasa ek samujab vilgana सकल सखी गिरिजा गिरि मैना पुलक शरीर भरे जल नैना होई न वृषा देव ऋषि भाषा उमा से वचन हृदय धरि राखा उपजेहु शिव पद कमल स्नेहु मिलन कठिन मन भासंधेहु जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम
जय जय राम
ओ जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम शैल सुलक्षण सुता तुम्हारी सुनहु जो अब गुण दो चारी अगुण अमान मात पितुहीना उदासिनी सब संशय सीना. There'll be a few drawbacks in her life. A few drawbacks in her life. Not everybody's life will be perfect. Not everyone's life will have a smooth, sailing all the time. Oh, what is the drawback? Well, it is going to be with the one she's going to get married to. The person that we get married to will either help us to elevate or help us to degenerate in our life. It's an important investment, young people. All of you who desirous of getting married, there's nothing wrong with it. With getting married, people are living in bliss that get married, and people are living in unblissful situations as well. We always ask, what is the secret to a happy marriage? And I'm not qualified to speak of that because I am probably the youngest who is married in this temple. But we all know there is no such thing as a happy marriage. It's not like the thing existing called happy marriage and two people just go into it. If you are happy and you're happy and you get married, then you have a happy marriage. But if you are non-blissful and if you are sour, then you multiply non-blissful and sour, and that will be your marriage. Our success and our failure in life depends on who we get married to. It's very important to understand. Now, how you choose and who you don't choose and all that kind of stuff, I'm sure everybody has their formula, but that's if you are close to God, God will guide you. God will guide you. Remember the minute Parvati Mata, Meenakshi saw Shiva, she knew right away, she's guided. He said, well, the one she's going to get married to, Yogi Jatadhari Nishkam Hriday Nanga or Amangal Beshmala. Who will he be? He'll be a yogi. Huh? Princess marrying a yogi? Okay. Next, Jatadhari. He will wear a matted lock of hair. Arey bhai, Jatadhari, you know what that means? He's going to have matted locks. You know who those are? Nishkam Hriday. Niskam Nanga, he is going to be empty, literally wearing nothing. Or Amangal Veshmala, his mala is not going to be gold chain or any kind of chain. He's going to have skulls as his mala. Hare, Narad ji Muni ki vani sunkar aur apne hriday mein usse satya jankar pati patni Himachal aur Maina ko dukh hua. When they heard this, sorrows came to their heart. Our beautiful daughter is going to marry a Nanga, a naked man, an anchorite, one who has skulls around his neck. No. But Parvati Mata was rejoicing. Parvati Mata, lekin Parvati ji prasann hui. She was very pleased when this happened. And what happened afterwards? Parvati Mata rejoiced. Parvati and her playmates, they started, they were rejoicing. Himalaya and his wife Maina were all thrilled and their eyes were filled with tears. The words of the divine seer Narada could not be untrue. Then, it is written here that Upajeu Sivapada Kamalasaneu, love for Shiva's lotus feet sprouted in her heart. How do you love God? We know people. When you see them, people love you because of your looks, because of your hair, because of your teeth, because of your wealth, because of your name. Something. People fall in love these days for many, many various things. And people fall out of love when those things don't work as well, right? Because the saints will tell you, when love involves body, and then when there's wrinkle and all that start to change, remember I told you all this about all young children. If you're marrying somebody because they have nice hair, a day will come when they will not have hair. Straight teeth, a day will come when they may not have teeth. They're good looking, a day will come when they may not be good looking. So what do? You stop loving them, right? No. If you want to love God, how does that happen? How does that happen? You just don't come and show up and love God like that. Guru bin gyan kaha se paave, dijo daan hari gun gaave. When I was little, I liked to eat bread when I was little. There's something in the village called little bread. It was little about this. And there's something in the village called big bread, plat bread. I think everybody know that, right? Uncle Baker, Auntie, them were here the other night celebrating Uncle Baker's 25th death anniversary. Auntie Charlene, Sati, and all of them. I loved bread when I was little because when I went to Uncle Baker shop, we used to have a shop, so we go buy from him to sell, on our shop. The bread was fresh, and he was always take one out of the oven, a little bread like this, slice it, and put a little butter. I was little, and he used to give me to eat. And so you eat it, oh, you chew it. It's a wrong time for me to talk this. Come a little leak, but but I eat the bread fresh. Oh, the smoke is coming out, and I would enjoy it. And he'd give me some Kool-Aid for drink. To that time, we had something in Guyana called Kool-Aid. Y'all know Kool-Aid? Everybody know Kool-Aid? How come y'all know Kool-Aid? Y'all should know about oh yeah, Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid and bread. Oh boy. Now, I like bread not because I know how to bake it or I know how to mix it. I know how to eat it. That's why I like the bread. I know how to eat it. And I didn't like it because anybody made it. I love the bread because Uncle Baker baked the bread. Right? I love bread because of him. Whenever I see him, I see bread. He was a tremendously talented baker. Very, very nice man. I spoke well about him the other night. He had a big gathering here Saturday and a nice, celebration for his 25th anniversary. The same year I came away to this country, June, he died in July. He couldn't stand without me. June I came, July he passed away. That was a joke. So I love bread because of him. Loving God is one of those things that you cannot, well, I'm saying cannot, it is very difficult for you to love by yourself. Because first of all, you don't know who God is. You don't know. We see a murti, we like the murti, hey, nice marble, good. Whatever a parent teach you to do one thing, you do. But God, you have to love the Lord. Someone has to guide you to love the Lord. Who will guide you to love God? Your parents can guide you to love God, but they have to love the Lord as well. You have to see their love for the Lord, their affection for the Lord. You got to see how they treat the Lord. You got to see how, if people don't have love, love cannot be manifested. This here is a manifestation of love. Your life is a manifestation of God itself. So the children, somebody has to teach them to love God. That could be the parents or Guru bin Gyan Kahase Ay. Without the Guru, Gyan Kahase Ay. Where will knowledge come from in the child's life? People see the Guru's life and they're motivated to love God. Parvati Mata now. Love for Shivaji sprouted in her heart because of the words of Narada. Upajeu Shiva Pada Kamala Sanehu Kamal sprouted. Milan Katin Manabha Sandehu. It was not just love, Kamal, it was pure love, sprouted in her heart because of Naradaji's description of Shiva. I myself, when I'm a little, my favorite thing to do as a Pandit, because West Indian Pandits, you just can't, my favorite thing to do as a Pandit is puja. I do enjoy puja more than I do enjoy this. I love doing this, reading and explaining and talking and things. But where I get my strength from, where I get my connection from, is puja. And sometimes when I feel a little bit, tad bits, close to disconnected, you visit someone who loves to do. I go to my friends, Panditji in the Richmond Hill there, and you watch what they do, you're inspired by them. I come back all charged up. We talk about things, new things, different things, the art of archana and all this kind of things and pujas and what we can do to enhance this activity. I come all very pumped up. I'm ready to go again. You have to count on someone, look on someone who will have the ability to give you a sprout of love from the heart. Parvati Mata was given that sprout of love for Shiva from the lips of Narad Muni. From the lips of Narad Muni. That is why you have a guru, that's why you have parents who love God. And if you surround yourself by people who don't love God, then you will love what they love. If your parents like to drink and sport, then guaranteed you're going to like that too. If your parents and your guru or whoever it is like to live a simple life, that is what you're going to be. Well, the mother and the father, Himachal and so on, they say, Narad, Are Gurudev, tell me, holy sir, Uradhari dhir kahe girirahu kahanat kah kari upabu. Tell me a remedy of which we can cure this problem. As though this is the problem, that she's going to marry, this guy. Tell me, oh holy sir, what remedy should we employ right now? What puja should we do of this, to get rid of this? Narad Muni, Hriday se hasne laga. From his mind he laughed. Or Tulsidas ji ne likha hai, Kah muni sahimvant sunu, jo vidhi likha leela. Kah muni sahimvant sunu, Kah muni himvant sunu, jo vidhi likha leelar. Dev danuj nar nag muni, ko न बेत निहार. बोलो राम, बोलो राम, बोलो राम, बोलो राम, बोलो राम, राम राम, बोलो राम, बोलो राम, राम राम, बोलो राम. कह मुनि सहिमवंत सुनो, जो विधि लिखा लीलार. देव दनुज नर नाग मुनि, को ना बेत निहार. बोलो राम, बोलो राम, बोलो राम, बोलो राम, बोलो बोलो बोलो, बोलो राम, बोलो राम, बोलो राम. When they say, Narad, please tell us something that can change this, that can cure this, so our daughter will not marry to this naked man who wearing skulls and so. Narad ji ne kaha tha, Kahi muni sa himavanta sunu. Narad ji says, Himavant suniye. Listen. Jo vidhi likha lilar. Jo vidhi likha lilar. You know what the old people say? Whatever right down for you, no, you can't change. Jo vidhi, whatever is written, likha lilar. Likha means to write. Whatever is written down for you, for a person in this world, not Dev, Danuj, Nar, Nag, Muni. Not the Devatas. No? Not the Devatas, not the gods, not the Nara, not human being, no Nagas, no snakes, no sage, Muni. Koi na beta nihar. Nobody can change what has been written in your fate. No one can change what has been written in your fate. No one can change that. You cannot change the course of destiny. This is the scripture. मुनीश्वर नारद जी ने कहा कि हेमवंत सुनो, ब्रह्मा ने ललाट जो कुछ लिख दिया है उसे मिटाने वाला देवता, दानव, मनुष्य, नाग और मुनि कोई भी नहीं है. Whatever has been written down for you. Now, I don't talk about this very often. I do not talk about this very often. You know why I don't talk about it very often? Why, Varun? Why? Why I don't talk about this word? Whatever is written down for you is yours. What do you think? What will happen to people? Everybody going to say, well, what are you going to do? You know, that, what are you going to do? People will be content with life. So if somebody is not doing well in school and they hear Pandit Harda talk about this, oh, well, Pandit Harda said this for me, you know, Samiga. Right? If you think like that, you will be at the bottom of life. Because the reality is we do not know what is written for us. We do not know what our fate is. We are experiencing our fate. Today you are here experiencing your fate. I'm here experiencing my fate. Right? This is my destiny. I cannot change it. But what we can do, my friends, we can embrace the feet of the divine. Naradaji says, while I cannot change the fate of your daughter, I can tell you a remedy. I can tell you a remedy which she will be happy in life. And that is, the bridegroom, her dullaha herself, will be Shiva. Her dullaha will be Shiva. And when the closest person to you is God in your life, you bring on any destiny and throw it to me. You bring on any faith and throw it to me. You bring on anything that God has planned for me in my life. But when I am closest to God, then destiny and faith and all that can come. I will tolerate it, I will fight it, and I will live it through. This is the message of strength that Naradaji gives to Himachal and Meenakshi Devi. Right? Don't worry so much about what has written for you. We don't know what that is. No astrologer can tell you what is written for you. You know what astrology is? You may say I'm contradicting, because astrology is a science. Astrology is a science. Astrology is there to tell you. Astrology is a map. It is a map. I do not do astrology. We have to be trained in it. I am to a certain level. I can do many things, but I do not practice it for this reason, because many cases, people who go to see book, as we will call it, they don't live a good life. They live a very careless life, a non-godly life. And when they fall into a trap, then they want to see book. So I don't do that. What I do is do Nachatra, Rashi. If you want to do a puja and bring merits and things like that, there's a good day. What can we do on a good day? What in the temple we can do? What day we can start it? What day we can finish? I do that kind of thing because it brings punya to you. But I do not practice horoscope and all these kind of things. You want that? Go pay money to get it done. There's no open book story. Because people now, they live a very careless life and they come and they open book to find out what went wrong. You did not open book to find out what was going right in your life. Why so many things were happening good in my life? But we want to open book to see what went bad in your life. And the point is, if you tell somebody that they don't have a graha, they tell you you're not a good pandit. You got to tell them that they have Shani, Rahu, Ketu and Surya Bhagwan as well on them. Because Shani, Rahu and Ketu is not enough. If you don't tell people that you get some graha in their life, you're not a good pandit. Because all of us want to shift the responsibility over to them. It's not me that's causing this, it's them that is causing this. We want to shift. And they have, of course, grahas have a position in our life, right? If I go to you today and I says, you have to do a puja, you want to do puja, it is not a long weekend to do a wedding, that's auspicious alone. You have to do it on Swati Nachatra. Swati Nachatra is one of the 27 constellations. When you do a puja in Swati Nachatra, guaranteed you're going to have merits. But maybe the wedding will not, wedding as well is not always done on Lagan. You know that. Long ago people do wedding only, and no. They're auspicious Nachatra for doing wedding. Swati Nachatra, among the 27 constellations, is very auspicious for pujas, very auspicious for weddings. You do it, you'll get merits. But maybe it's not a long weekend, so people wouldn't like that stuff. Astrology is there to guide you. Astrology is not there to solve your problems. It's not there to solve your problems. Many of the people who are telling you that, the astrologers, that they can solve your problems, they have bigger problems than you. They have bigger problems than you, right? You look at their lifestyle, they look like they need more help than you, most of them. And the money that they charge our people, the West Indian community latches on to that stuff called astrology, open book story. So I choose to not go down that path because I do not want to take that path with me. To take money for something which is meant to be a guide for people's life. I do not want to take that sin on my head, right? So I don't do astrology. Very key, very, very key. If somebody asks me and they're they're close and all, and I know that they're a sadhana life, they're good people and all that, but they need a little bit of push, then I'll probably do something. But I do not, because it teaches people to do bad things. It teaches people to be irresponsible in life, right? You cannot change your fate. What you can do is hold on to someone who can help you to resist and to deal with what is happening to you, right? This is the message that Narada gave to Himachal and Meenakshi Devi. Don't try to change this. It will not escape you. It will not escape you. He gave them an example. He says, Sur sari jal krita barun jana. This is such a beautiful example. Sur sari jal krita barun jana. This is the only place in Ramayana where this word is written, Sur sari jal. Kabahu na sant karahi toi pana. सुरसरी मिले जो पावन जैसे ईस अनी सही अंतरू तैसे. What does this mean? मदिरा रामायण में लिखे मदिरा को गंगा जल से बनी हुए जानकर भी संत लोग कभी उसका पान नहीं करते. Madira means alcohol, wine. Madira Ganga jal se bani. Wine is made, well, nahiv, in India, wine is made from the Ganga jal. They take the Ganga jal and they make wine. When you and I are doing that, Ramayana tells us, मदिरा को गंगा जल से बनी हुई जानकर, they take the Ganga jal and they make wine. But संतो कभी नहीं उसका पान. मदिरा को गंगा जल, संतो, they will never drink it, because something pure, when it becomes in contact with a human being, it becomes impure. You know, the guru of the day was saying that if all the insects and the animals of this world disappear, the earthworm, the mosquito, the bees, the butterflies, if all of that disappear, then in 2 years' time this world will be destroyed. But if all the human beings on this earth would disappear today, this world will flourish, this planet will flourish. Question is, are we doing good to this planet, or are we harming this planet? We are doing more harm than we're doing good. Every day I talk to the children about this. Today we were talking about this drought that we're experiencing in Ontario here. It's a drought. And we're saying that we are not paying attention to climate. We're not, because everybody my age, right? I'm 44 years old. I don't hide my age. Everybody my age, when people talk about climate, that in 40 years there'll be a hole in the ozone layer. What's going through guys and women minds like me? 44 years or 45 years from now, so I'm going to be 85, 90 by then if I live. It's not my problem. So it's not my problem, right? So everybody who's grown up, my age and over, that is how usually, mostly they think. I do not think like that, for the record. So everybody thinks that the climate is not their problem, it is somebody else's problem. But we are destroying it and hoping that the other person is going to fix it. That is not good. The point Narada is making here is that the purest of water taken from the Ganga, when it becomes in contact with a human being, it becomes impure. But still, when it becomes the wine, the saint does not drink it, because it is wine. We do not touch it, we do not smell it. Right? You The minute you smell that thing, it drives away there's a reason why we smell agarbatti. There's a reason why we smell agarbatti and not alcohol. Our children today are very confused. One day you bring them to the temple to show them Bhagwan and how to smell agarbatti. And the next day we take him to something called Chutney Fest and we show them how to inhale something else. They're confused. They don't know which is right and which is wrong. Which one are we supposed to hold on to? Narada Ji says, the Ganga Jal comes and people make wine out of it, but the saint never drink it. He said, however, पर वही गंगा जी से मिले जाने पर जैसे पवित्र हो जाता है वैसे ही ईश्वर में मिले जाता है, जीव पवित्र हो जाता है. He said, however, if you take the wine, this Madira, and you throw it back into the Ganga, the wine becomes purified. Why does the wine become purified? Because of the power of the great river called Ganga. Right? Because you take the wine and you pour it back into the Ganga, the wine becomes Ganga. That is the result, he tells the parents, of your association with God. We are all intoxicated in some way, and we need to come in touch or in contact with someone or some being that can purify us. That can purify us. And that is Ishwar himself, the Lord, the Divine Mother and the Divine Father. When Naradaji gave them this analogy, how from purity something becomes impure, but with the mere contact with its source it becomes pure again. Like we have come from God, we are pure, but mere contact with others we become impure, but when we go back to the Lord we become pure again. We become Aham Brahmasmi. This is one of the 4 first words of the Vedas. Aham Brahmasmi, I am a spark of the divine. Sambhu Sahaja Samarat Bhagavana Ehi Viva Sabhaviti Kalyana. Shambhu is powerful by nature and there is no other God than himself. This union with the Lord will therefore prove auspicious in every way. It will not bless Parvati alone, but it will bless you, both of you, and your kingdom as well. A son-in-law or a daughter-in-law coming into your home will bless that family or will take away blessings from that family. This is the power of Dan, kanyadan. No? Please notice, when two person get married, it's not for the 2 person alone. In the old time, what we used to do something called shakochar. I'm speaking about old time like I'm such an old man. But this is how I learned to do things, a very old traditional way. We do not do shakochar for anybody. I don't do it for anybody these days. Shakochar is done. I think, Amma, you know shakochar? You know, old panels do that. Shakochar is when they trace the lineage of both the Dulaha and the Dulahin going back to 3 generations. Going back to 3 generations. Kurvantu no mangalam. Ganga go matir ganapati govardhano dhirayaha. They go back to 3 generations in the midst of the wedding and they call the name of their parents and everybody else. And then they say, may those ancestors bless this wedding. I do not do shakochar these days. What lineage are we talking about? What kul are we talking about? People don't know their kul these days. It's a shame that we sit down to do Shravan, we don't know our Nana and our Nani's name and our Aja and Arji name to give them little milk. We all have to grow up and take responsibility. As Hindus, we are not here to enjoy ourselves on this earth by ourselves. We have to show respect to those who have sent us here. Shakochar is such a beautiful thing. People who are extremely traditional and their children are coming to get married with true traditions in their life, I will do it for them. And I'm very upfront about that. They don't even know what shakochar is, so you read it, it's like, you know, falling on duck back. They don't know what it is, right? But it's very important. But it makes sense if they know their lineage, and if their lineage is someone prestigious as well. You understand? Anyways. So Naradaji says, the union of Shiva and Parvati will not be a blissful one for both of them alone, but for the entire generation. For you, Himachal, your kingdom will be blessed to have such a son-in-law in your life. And that is why all our children, please, this teaching may be a little bit old-fashioned to you, but it is very modern. What it means is that when you become that time when you have to be with someone in your life, whoever it is that you have to be, your virtues will have to multiply to make life successful. And then, of course, there was lots of discussion. Tomorrow we'll talk a little bit about what Parvati Mata, she started to grow up as a child and how kind of a tapasvi person she was. Bole Jagadambika Mata ki jai. Tapasvi people does not tell you to always pray alone. You should have fun as well. I'd like to end tonight with a beautiful, a few quotes. You know, we always ask God why. I asked God why? Why? And God responded, right? Something happened in life, I asked God why. I asked God, why do you take me through the deep waters of life? Why do you take me through the deep waters in life? And He said, because your enemies cannot swim. Your enemies cannot swim. I asked God, God, take my pains away. He said, no, you have to give your pains up. I will not take them away. I asked God, God, why don't you give me patience? He said, patience is a byproduct of challenges. It is not granted, it is earned. I asked God, God, why don't you give me happiness? God says, I give you blessings. Happiness is up to you. I asked God to spare me of my pains. He said, no, you only remember me in pains, so I'm not going to spare you of pains. I asked God to give me everything so that I can enjoy everything. And God said, I give you life so that you may enjoy everything. All the answers we're asking God for, we already have all those things already. This is how we close tonight, and ask the Divine to bless all of you and to guide all of you, and to not fatigue too much about, or as I will tell the children, not fight up so much about your destiny, your fate. Place it in the hands of the Lord, and Bhagwan Shiva and Ma Bhavani Devi will guide you. To recap what we have done, talked about, Narada says, whoever thinks of Ma Bhavani, even she will relieve them of their challenges in life. Why did he say that? Because it is very difficult to even think of God today, because we have so much to think about. We have to think about job, we have to think about family, we have to think about mandir, we have to think about everyone else. But the more you think about the Lord and the Devi, Ma Bhavani, they will of course fill that space with happiness. Bolyo Mahapati Mahadeva ki, Kailashpati Bhagavan ki jai. We didn't have any sponsors tonight. It's a beautiful evening. I think people are out doing their thing. But we want to dedicate this bhajan to all of you and ask that Bhagwan Shivaji's blessings be with you. Please join us tomorrow evening. Again, same time. We're here for evening. If you have nothing to do, want to pop by and take some free blessings, it's all good. And of course, please remember Monday, very blessed, auspicious day. Coming out and get the blessings of Ma Bhavani and Shiv Bhagwan. Bhole, O Bhole, Bhole, O Bhole,
जटाधारी त्रिपुरारी, जटाधारी त्रिपुरारी, जग से हो तुम निराले, हे नाथ डमरू बाजे, जग से है तुम निराले, हे नाथ डमरू वाले, भोले ओ भोले भोले ओ भोले, जटाधारी त्रिपुरारी, ओ जटाधारी त्रिपुरारी, जग से है तुम निराले, है नाथ डमरू बाजे, जग से हो तुम निराले, है नाथ डमरू वाले, भोले ओ भोले बम भोले शंभो। भोलेनाथ भगवान की जय हो। माथे पे सोहे तेरे, हे नाथ डमरू वाले, माथे पे सोहे तेरे, हे नाथ आध चंद्रा, बहती जटा में तेरे, मनमोहती है गंगा, गौरी गणपति संग विराजे, दम 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 डमरू बाजे, हे गौरी गणपति संग विराजे, दम 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 डमरू बाजे, ऐसे हो मत वाले, जग से है तुम निराले, है नाथ डमरू वाले, बम बोले, जग से है तुम निराले, हे नाथ डमरू वाले, भोले हो भोले शंभो। भस्मी रमाये तन पे, पहने है मृग की छाला, भस्मी रमाये तन पे, पहनी है मृग की छाला, रहते हो अपनी धुन में, भगिया के पी के प्याला, कानों में बिच्छू के कुंडल, हाथों में त्रिशूल कमंडल, बम भोले, कानों में बिच्छू के कुंडल, हाथों में त्रिशूल कमंडल, नाग गले में डाले, जग से हो तुम निराले, है नाथ डमरू वाले, बम भोले, जग से है तुम निराले, हे नाथ डमरू वाले, भोले हो भोले तुम ही हो सबके दाता, जगते हो तुम विधाता, तुम ही हो सबके दाता,
तुम हो विधाता, देवों में देव भोले, तुम सा नगर नाता। तीनों लोके के तुम स्वामी, शंभो घट घट वासी अंतर्यामी महादेव। तीनों लोके के तुम स्वामी, घट घट वासी अंतर्यामी, दाता भोले भाले जग से हो तुम निराले। हे नाथ डमरू वाले, शंभो जग से हो तुम निराले। हे नाथ डमरू वाले, भोले हो भोले जटाधारी, त्रिपुरारी हो जटाधारी, त्रिपुरारी जग से हो तुम निराले। हे नाथ डमरू बाजे, जग से हो तुम निराले। हे नाथ डमरू बाजे, भोले ओ भोले भोले ओ भोले भोले ओ भोले। भोलेनाथ भगवान की, भोलेनाथ भगवान की जय। मीनाक्षी देवी माता की नमः। पार्वती पतये, हर 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 महादेव शंभो। Bholenath Bhagwan's blessings to all of you. Your presence here alone is a blessing to be in front of the Lord. Now, all of you, please come and take darshan. Those of you who have prasad, you can bring your prasad to offer. If you don't have prasad and you just want to bring flowers, please come. If you don't have flowers and you just want to come and stand in front of the divine and Meenakshi Devi in this darshan, please come, clasp your hands and do so. There is no expectation. The only expectation is your love for the Lord. That is all. See you all tomorrow night. Please come on up and do that. And Oma will sing now. I think she didn't sing as yet. And then whoever else got to sing will do that. Bholenath Bhagwan ki jai ho.
Parvati, everybody. Yani kani cha papani janmantarkritani cha tani sarvani nashyantu pradakshina pade pade.
Om Jai Shiva Omkara Swami Hare Shiva Omkara Jai Shiva Omkara Swami Hare Shiva Omkara
करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव। सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनां सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः गुरुसाक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय। ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम। बोले गणपति भगवान की, श्री पवन सुत हनुमान की, गुरु महाराज की, सियाफज रामचंद्र की, नवग्रह देवता की, लक्ष्मी नारायण भगवान की, राधा कृष्ण भगवान की, श्री गंगा मैया की, यमुना मैया की, नवदुर्गा माता की, सूर्य नारायण स्वामी की, सत्यनारायण स्वामी की, सरस्वती माता की, महालक्ष्मी माता की। जयकारा शेर वालिदा बोल साचे दरबार की। नमः पार्वती पतये हर 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 महादेव शंभो। सत्य सनातन धर्म की। सबको ये जय जय सिया राम, जय सिया राम। One announcement I forgot to make. Tuesday coming, next Tuesday rather, Tuesday coming, Tuesday coming, which is next Tuesday, we are going to do the Shringar of apple and flowers. That day, Mandir is not buying anything, so the devotees in the community, you bring apple. Any special apple? Because you get crab apple, you get red delicious, you get Fiji. Red delicious. Only apple. So the community is going to bring apple, and we use that apple to decorate the Lord that evening, and also flowers from your garden. If you have garden flowers, your flowers from your garden will be placed on Mahadev Bhagwan. But you have to bring it on Monday. You have to bring it on Monday. Because don't bring it on Tuesday, we won't use it. You got to bring it on Monday. Apple, red delicious, and the flowers. If you want to bring from your garden to bless your garden, so be it. Or if you want to buy it and bring it, no problem. So we're going to use your things only, but you must bring it on Monday evening. Thank you. Please give us 1 minute of silence. Not because anybody died, we just want to do a video.